Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Lucklight here, and we're continuing some Dragon Warrior 2. And I'm gonna break it to you. This is the third time I'm trying to record this video. Reason being, I've done this dungeon twice. I've gotten to the next area twice. The first one was actually pretty tough. Second time, luck seemed to fall my way, and it wasn't too bad. But both times, I said, thanks for watching and have a good one, and I come to just a pile of nothing. The recording just decided, you know what, I'm just not going to be an actual video, I'm just going to be a dead file. Both times. Now, I've been doing this for a while, and I'd like to think I know what I'm doing, so it can't be me just being bad at recording things. It was just OBS being worse than it should be. And until I figure out why, I now have to deal with that kind of chance that it happens. I never thought it would happen twice in a row, though. So anyway, we're in the sea cave that's full of lava, and we're heading to get an item called the Eye of Malroth, which will open up the entrance to one of the final caves. And this dungeon sucks. It really does, because it's full of lava. You can't use step guard to get over the lava. You'll still get hurt. All of the enemies, and I pretty much mean all of the enemies, will drain your magic points randomly. And all the chests, you know what, I might as well just show you. All the chests are a trap, and they poison you. So everything that could possibly aggravate the crap out of you about an old RPG happens here, in this cave. The first time I did this, I had pretty much no hit points. All my magic points were stolen away. I had just enough magic points to use outside, and luckily enough I had a Wing of the Wyvern in my inventory from the last episode. That was the only way I escaped. Otherwise I would have just game overed. Like, not just... yeah, I had to fight these over and over. 4 saber lions all at once. They hit very hard. And they will... normally they'll hit one character, just all the time. And they'll just outright... yeah, here we go again. This is what happened. Except I didn't get to run that time. And it came... as I do this for the third time, I've come to some conclusions that may or may not be correct, but I have strong feeling for them, apparently. I have a feeling that when you use repel in a cave, and it doesn't repel everything, as in there's like that one enemy that's just stronger than everything else and will break through your repel, I find it easier to not use repel at that point, and sometimes you deal with weaker enemies. Apparently I snuck into the wizard's house, by the way, and they're not happy I'm here. But apparently if you leave repel off and you just kind of slug your way through easy fights, you have a less chance of being just thrown with the hard fights over and over. The first time I did this dungeon, I had repel on, and it was just nothing but those lions. This time it was a little bit better. The last time it was a little bit better. This fight here apparently got harder because they nearly beat me up. Last time it was pretty easy to defeat. I feel like I'm living like 3 different realities here. But anyway, right up here, of course this fights. The enemies didn't see me? Good. They won't see me run either. Every step. Oh yeah, there's another thing. I forgot that the Metal Hunters actually debuted in this game. In the second game. I thought they came later. Like, you fight them a lot in Dragon Quest VIII. Dragon Quest Heroes are full of them. Apparently they started here, so there you go. But, yeah, like, what was I saying? I'm just ranting at this point. Anyway, we found the Eye of Malroth. We can skedaddle. Let's go ahead and use... If I can find the damn thing, oh, you know, that's a spell. I can do it, I promise. Let's use the Wing of the Wyvern. Let's heal. And that's the other thing, I'm afraid to save because I have to do this over and over. I had to pull out my backup saves twice already. Well, 3 times if you count the last one to get the Waterflying Cloth. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm disgruntled. And I'll try to be better. Anyway, we're on our way to a town called Baran. Now that we have all the pieces that we need to get into the next dungeon. Now you may notice that I don't have all 5 crests, I have 4. So you're probably saying, why are you heading to the end if you only have 4? The 5th one is actually in this cave that I'm headed to. The cave is called the Rhone Cave, R-H-O-N-E. And it's one of the most widely known... if anybody's played Dragon Quest II, Dragon Warrior 2, whatever you want to call it, they know this cave. Unless they just never, you know, got this far. This cave... Let me see if I can run. Just absolute nonsense. This cave, it has everything in it that could possibly anger you. Now, I know I said that about the cave I was just in one of my realities here. But that cave, let me explain what Rhone has. Rhone is a maze, which may not be a problem now because I have maps, but back then you didn't, so oops. It's, if you go the wrong way, you will fall into a pit and have to start the cave over. Not like, you know, just a little bit back, over. Okay? It's a long cave. The enemies are obviously going to be, you know, full of annoying spells and sleep spells and all this other crap, because that's what this game does. We know that already. The other thing actually happens after you leave the cave from the other side, because it's kind of a tunnel that leads to the final boss's, you know, evil castle. There is an enemy outside, right after the castle, right after the cave ends, that has an ability that will wipe out your entire party in one hit. Entire, all 3 characters, 1 hit. And it happens after the cave is over. So, if you're on your way to... There's like a little monolith in between the exit of the cave and the evil castle. To be able to heal yourself, to be able to save, and kind of act as your, you know, your base camp for the final stages. If you get hit by that before you reach that monolith, let's say I just got out of the cave, I'm happy, woo, I did it, battle starts, this guy shows up, uses that ability, wipes me out completely. That means I'm gonna have to do the cave all over again. Now, I think it's just thinking about that makes me realize how much I appreciate Dragon Quest III, Dragon Warrior 3, because that's when Enix kind of woke up and said, you know what? Our game is really broken right now. It has the most annoying enemies of the entire series. It has the worst situations of the entire series. There's only 3 characters. and everything uses sleep spells. And they made a really darn good game. Like, Dragon Quest III in Japan was one of the most popular games, like, in their history. And it's almost like a cultural icon. And it should be for people who play RPGs, like me, and, you know, like all of us, really, because all of the tropes that we use in RPGs now that we take for granted, like plot twists and, you know, extra worlds, like you finish a world and another world shows up, all that extra stuff that we just really take for granted happens in Dragon Quest III and starts in Dragon Quest III. It was the first one to do it. So back then everybody was like, whoa, you know, like, look, that plot twist was amazing. Like, I know back then nobody really played like video games, not as much as we do now in 2016, but you know, it was one of those really amazing moments in video game history. And I feel like me playing the first two here is just kind of trying to lead up to it, because it'll put context of, you know, what that surprise really was. And trust me, it's been a slog, but anyway, we're in Baran. But Dragon Quest III is when they really found their niche and did a good job. Alright, so that guy's just gonna... Oh, that's a barrier. That guy's just gonna tell me you should open the other door and go through that portal. But anyway. I seek the Thunder Sword, for one need not know magic to use its power. The Thunder Sword is actually one of the best weapons of the game. The best weapon is actually a cursed weapon, in terms of attack power, as I say the best weapon. But the Thunder Sword is not cursed, so that'll be the weapon that we really want to use at the end. Alright, so now I'm going to sit here and have to do the lottery over and over. But yeah, anyway, I'm trying to ramp up to going into that cave. Yeah, I lost. And it's going to be quite the adventure. The last crest is in there, which means what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get it and then back out. Thy name is Luck, I have a message for thee. Seek the fire monolith. Yeah, this is also the town of all the hints that I could have used episodes ago. Like how do you make a water flying cloth. It's all the stuff I kind of knew. Pardon me, good folk, but dost thou have the time? Thank thee very much indeed. Alright, so what happens if I say no? Then may thy ears become cabbages and thy tongue a sausage. A little courtesy never killed anyone. Brutal. Alright, that's the hint for where the Leaf of the World Tree is. And here's a save point, so I can use this place as a home base. Also means when I hit return, it'll end up here. Which, great, you know? Already did that. Alright. No, I don't want... Sorry. Alright, so here is another jailer door, so I'm gonna open that. And that's another step guard need. No, of course I don't want to use it twice. That's BS. Ancient road to Rona was once of this monolith. West of this monolith. So you know what? I'll go ahead and open... No, I won't. No, I won't. I'm gonna get my butt kicked by these guys. Ortho's dead. This always happens to me. How bad would it be if I die here and have to do the damn thing over and again? Of course he dodged. Alright, so yeah, to the west is where we're supposed to use the item to open the cave, so we'll do that on the next episode. I hope this is the episode you guys get. I hope it doesn't crash again, and you get a fourth one, because I'm so very tired. But anyway, I hope to see you on the next episode. I'm gonna heal and fix myself here and start fresh anew on the next one. My name is Lucklight, thank you for watching, and have a good one.